Okay, well that's doing its thing. Good luck.
I just look him up. That is a yes. Yes.
Oh, she's going right now?
Yeah. And I'm just being my questions.
played this guy, Bomber, in the Hobbit movies, and I'm so proud to be patron of the Superheroes Community Care Country Retreat and Sunset Haven Retreat. Now, our charitable mission is to help families with chronically ill children and families requiring benevolent assistance by providing respite stays at our wonderful retreats. To donate to this worthy cause and to help families in crisis, just visit the website superheroescommunitycare.com.au. Thank you so much for your support.
Zenmarket.
Zenmarket.
Zenmarket. Arigatou gozaimasu.
Arigatou gozaimasu.
Arigatou gozaimasu.
Okay, everybody, hello, how are we all? Will you please give a big round of applause and welcome to the team from Hexes and Vexes and the Ring-In. So for the next 40-odd minutes, your imagination is going to run wild while we'll explore Dungeons and Dragons and have a lot of fun. Thank you, folks.
Thank you. I can't guarantee that there will be Dungeons or Dragons, but there will be D&D. Hey, thanks for joining us. My name is Emily. I am the Dungeon Master, Producer, and Chief Executive Thirst Master over on Hexes and Vexes. If you don't know what that means, I'm truly so sorry, and it probably sounds really unhinged. But I'm not the most important person here today. I have some really wonderful creators with me that I'm going to get to all introduce themselves, starting with this guy right here. Who are you? What do you do? Where can we find you? Who are you playing today?
Oh my gosh. Hi, my name's Lockie. I am the Dungeon Master for the Mimicsden podcast. You can find us wherever you find and consume your most favourite podcasts and maybe some illicit ones. Just kidding. If you like what you hear today, follow us all over on the socials at the Mimicsden. I'll pass it over to my man here, Connor.
Thank you so much. Hello everybody, my name is Connor. I go by CloudkillConnor on the internet. I'm also on that podcast, and I exist everywhere else on the internet, and I make fun little shirts like this. This one says, I grip my pants, my lord. Thank you very much. And I'm here to roll dice, that's not important. I'm here to hang out with my pals and play pretend.
Outstanding, excellent.
Hi, my name's Hamish, or Ham. I run the Ready Chillers campaign on the Meeples and Dragons Twitch channel. I also play in the Sword of Skulls over on the Lorites channel, and just turn up to stuff like this, because it's fun.
And because I truly force you to every single time. Last and certainly not least.
I'm Tammy, also known as Talaria79. I am a player in the Hexes and Vexes current campaign of Echoes of Divinity, and I will be playing the same character from that. And I've also started DMing Call of Cthulhu over on a channel called The Lorites.
Tammy just ran her first ever online session the other day, so can we please give a round of applause? Running games on the internet is scary. Running games in front of a crowd of people is even more scary. But hey, the way we're going to do this is...
They're all friendly, they're nice, they'll look after you.
I'm sure they are.
We'll find out.
Except for these three, though.
We will find out, and here's why we're going to find out. Because today there are 3 big choices that need to be made throughout this session, and you're all going to make them. I want to point out that this is canon to my homebrew world of Durmada and will have consequences in the actual long-serving campaign. So if you would like to ruin people's lives, I give you consent to do so to all of these people. Yeah, but hey, with that, we're probably going to kick it off. Is that okay? Do we want to roll some dice? Yeah, okay, great. We're going to kick off in the homebrew world of Durmada, which is a creation of my mind. And basically a world that is very, very scared of magic overall. So it's even outlawed in some places. But our adventuring party in our campaign has just escaped a really, really scary villain by the name of Yusefka. She is from a group called the Shadowbinders and stole a very, very important book off our characters. A book that last Supanova in Brisbane, these 3 created. And so, as Scarlet, who is Tammy, can you describe your character for me? As you're sitting there, thinking about the book and how it has just escaped all of your party's grasp, what do you look like? What are you feeling? What's going through your mind?
So Scarlet is a very, shall we say, slight individual. So she really is kind of like that Southern Belle, very sort of skinny, tiny, comes from an area that's very like what you would see in something such as Bridgerton, so she is a noble. But she also happens to be a barbarian who, despite her tiny size, throws people across the room very easily.
And does so quite often. As Scarlet sits there thinking about the weight of losing this book that contains information on how to be a god, you feel your entire body go cold. Your vision starts to cloud. And as you kind of fade out of this room in your parents' estate that you are sitting within, everything changes around you, Scarlet. Suddenly you are not in your parents' estate. You are in an underground tomb. And you are looking at 6 actually, people standing in front of a godlike visage that you have never seen in your life. This god is chained to an altar, and they are facing the party. You spot someone that wasn't here before appear into existence, almost like teleportation. Could you please describe your character, what you look like? And as Amaryllis is about to give a cool villain speech, what you're feeling?
Okay. Gideon, my character, stands quite tall, probably a bit over 6 foot, dressed in the quintessential pauldrons plate armor of a very well-rounded fighter. His sword in one hand, his animated shield shifting around him, pauldrons of gold. His eyes then shift up to Amaryllis. I thought I told you to wait. I think we have a visitor. And then Gideon's eyes will flick over.
She looks at you all and says, "Eternity is the dullest prison, and I grow bored." As you look at your companions, may I get... She's kind of right though. May I get you 2 to describe your characters, what you look like, what you think and feeling at the moment?
Not to be outdone by his brother, standing 6'1", naturally, incredibly attractive, long blonde hair, shining great sword at the side there. Carlos Sanders looks around and goes, "Oh shit, who are you?" Not you, the other one.
For a moment, you would look at a fairly short, probably just over 5 foot satyr. Small horns, beautiful hair, little goatee, little round glasses, beautiful blue robes that he's wearing, which are covered in geometric shapes. And on one hand, he's holding a staff on top of which is a very glowing gem. And he would look at you and go, "Do you know who I am?"
Calm down, I'm not talking about you, Shorty. I'm talking about the other one.
That's the other. Oh, her.
And Scarlet, as you appear into the scene and watch this really scary looking figure give this like one-line speech, and then these guys all argue with each other as like 3 other companions seem to fizzle out of existence. It's strange. You 3 have a strange sense of deja vu, like you did this maybe 6 months ago at Brisbane Supanova. And as you have that thought, the scenery around all of you changes. You appear in some sort of an open space, and you recognize it as where you started the battle. Outside of Ascendus, in this widespread city with like magical energy crackling through the sky, it's almost like you're back where you started, but not without having already lived through your experiences. Scarlet, what are you doing?
So Scarlet has no idea who these people are, and she's just experienced someone who has extraordinary magic. So she is specifically going to, because she wouldn't have had her weapons with her, basically in her wonderful little Bridgerton outfit that Daphne would wear, stand there with her fists up and go, "I'll take you on."
As you say that, the god, nowhere to be seen. You're now just standing with 3 semi-regular looking people.
We're not here to fight, short stuff. You're chill. Don't worry. What are you doing here? How'd you get here?
I've got no clue. Like, you would know more about how I got here than I would.
I don't even know who you are, friend.
I don't know who you are.
Maybe we should get some names. I'm Gideon Sanders. This is my brother Carlos, and this is Barney. Barnabas. Barnabas. You can call him Barney.
No, you can't.
I can't. You can.
No.
You guys can call him Barney, though.
Look. So anyway, so you've just sort of like materialized out of nowhere. I mean, where were you beforehand? I mean,
I was at home in my bedroom. Like, do you often take people from their bedrooms and just put them in strange places?
Well, I mean, I personally don't know.
DM, can I make a Arcana check to figure out what the hell's going on?
Hell yeah, you can. Roll the first dice of the game.
Where'd you get the dice, Connor?
That is a Ravens Ridge Emporium special, ladies and gentlemen.
That's these guys over here.
What does a 22 get me?
A 22?
Yeah.
Arcana?
Yeah. Wow.
I forgot you guys are level 20. Hey, you are aware that this is some timey-wimey stuff. This is some timey-wimey magic stuff.
You know, I feel like I'm aware that it's timey-wimey magic stuff.
It was a very astute observation of you.
Alright, settle down, nerd. How do we get her back? It's probably the primary question.
Well, I mean, does she need to go back?
Well, she's not from here.
Well, that's maybe she intends to be here.
I don't think. Look at the look on her face. You think she intended to be here?
Well, look, that's actually quite fair.
Thank you.
Scarlet, within your mind, you hear something that one of your companions back from your timeline has spoken about before. You hear someone in your mind say, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock.
Hang on. Have you guys been drinking wine? Like a wine thing?
More than usual, or?
Well, no, because me and my friends, we all drank wine, and it gave us visions, and they all had a thing in their head saying TikTok, and I didn't have it, and now I suddenly have it when I'm here.
No.
Oh.
I mean, we drank wine before we went out, but I don't think it's anything beyond what we normally drink, rather.
I mean, when you're on the job, you try to avoid...
Exactly. You're on the job.
Decent amount of shots. As you all now hear the tick-tock in your mind, you then hear the sound of a voice that the 3 of you would recognize, specifically you, Carlos, the voice of Vespera. And you hear her say, "You don't have time for this. The world that you 3 know it as has already ended. Scarlet is from the new world of Durmada, the world that most of you chose to save."
most.
Why'd you say it like that? Okay. Here's the situation. From at least what I understand. I just had a god talk in my head. Gods, by the way, do you have much communication with them?
I don't talk to them, but apparently I might be related to one.
Okay, let me tell you something. Gods, not all they're cracked up to be. Very easy to swindle. You can make a blood pact like 1, 2, 3. Nothing wrong with it at all.
Okay.
So, I've just been informed by said god that our world's ended. You're in a different world, apparently.
Okay.
So maybe this is some kind of like crazy vision quest lesson for you. Am I off base?
I was reading about time stuff in a book.
What kind of book?
It was like a brown mahogany book that had things in it from different writers in different languages.
Hold on. Do you mean this book? And one of us will actually pull that exact same book that you're talking about out. Okay,
Can I quickly write something in that? So that it can be ready, or you can write it if you want. I'll give you the words, but just so it can be ready.
Anonymous, let her test. Don't be selfish.
Well, no, I mean...
It's for science, bro.
Please let me.
Right.
It's just one sentence.
And he'll reluctantly pass the book over.
What the hell are you writing in the book, Tammy?
Scarlet is writing at the end of the book, Yosefka. When you are about to ascend, you will be betrayed by that which you prize most.
Oh my god!
That wasn't like an IOU or anything.
I made a mistake by running this one shot. It's going to be okay, because this was all planned. All along. It's going to be fine. Yeah, you do that. Great. We are live on Twitch, by the way. Someone in the chat, could you please remind me of that at some point in time? Hey, yeah, you write in the book, and you feel like it stays there. So that's
and you can see what I've written. You know that I haven't yet.
You then hear the voice. All of you hear the voice of Vespera say, "It would be worthwhile giving Scarlet something to take back to the world. Maybe one of the memories, for example, of how it ended to begin with." And with that, we're actually going to come to our first audience choice. We're going to get you guys to pick whose memory Scarlet is going to take back to the real world. If I can get a volunteer, I'll come down. And you were so fast. I'm
Is that a Shaggy cosplay?
Yes. Finally, someone noticed me.
It looks great. Hi, what's your name?
Mia.
Hi, Mia. Whose memory would you like to share?
Gideon.
Gideon's memory.
Okay.
Okay, excellent. Gideon.
Yes.
You are aware that you are the only person that has the ability to share a memory with Scarlet that can be taken back into the current timeline. What memory are you sharing? And what does it look like?
Okay. Gideon will twist a ring that's around his finger. He's going to take it off. Scarlet. I feel perhaps maybe you were the one I called on during the fight anyway, so it's pertinent that I give you this information. I will give you the memory that I cherish of trust, companionship. I went into battle with my brother and left with a family. And to you I bestow this ring of evasion, carrying the memory of us defeating the gods and the warning they present. Keep your allies close and find your new family.
As you say this, all of your visions cloud, and you go back to this moment where, and Scarlet, you as an onlooker, go back to this moment where it was at the very end of the battle. You were aware that Durmada was never going to live past this event. Or if it was, it would never be the same. You see this form of Vespera. It's a shadowy-like presence. Almost like you're not supposed to be able to see it, kind of flickering in and out of existence. And as you see this figure, they present a choice to not just these three, but who you can assume are their other companions. And you watch as Vespera says, you can help save this world. But in doing so means sacrifice. and you must sacrifice yourselves to live through, to have Durmada live through. And you watch as Gideon sacrifices himself, Barnabas sacrifices himself, but as the Brisbane Supanova audience decided, Carlos did not sacrifice himself and selfishly lived on through a dying planet, therefore not fully restoring Durmada to its full strength. And as you kind of flash back into existence, all of you looking at each other, your other companions now gone. What are you all doing?
We're giving out freebies to her.
I think we're giving out some help, some warnings.
Oh, well, in that case, I'm going to pull the Holy Avenger longsword I have off. Do you want this?
So it's a longsword, and she's a tiny girl. So
Oh,
it's
yeah,
like
it's- you look
but
pretty
she
muscly.
picks it up.
Yeah,
so
well,
Stop giving free items that are level 20 to like a
Just
level
give her
6
stuff.
person.
Just give it to her, it's
Stop
fine.
doing it.
Yeah.
Look, I mean, this is fair, but I'm also very conscious of the whole, like, timey-wimey thing. By us giving her something like that, it could fundamentally break the fabric of the universe, which I know is not something that you would comprehend.
But hear me out. The gods have brought me back for a reason. Your world ended. My world is probably going to, and I've got to try and stop it.
I know.
Maybe
Look,
I'm meant to take things back to help stop it.
And maybe you are, and my companions here have given you some things. I'm just saying I'm very concerned about the fabric of time in the overall universe, and also the fact that some of my companions didn't make sacrifices.
Somebody
I
selfish.
hate to tell you that your book's being used by the bad guys right now.
So then, give her the items. Chop chop.
Yeah, Barney, I think it might be a good idea to hand every buff she can take. I mean, we defeated them.
Have you ever thought about being a
Sarah says,
warlock?
no, please don't do that.
Tune that out. It's unimportant.
You know what? You can ignore these gods. They're not that big of a deal. Have you thought about a warlock? It's kind of like a multi-level marketing scheme where I give you power and we trickle it down. It's like an up and reverse funnel, you
They
know?
call it an obelisk scheme.
Yeah, it's an obelisk scheme.
I mean, close enough.
No, I don't really want to make a pact with people. I kind of just like punching them.
That's so fine. You'll
yeah.
reconsider in like 300 to 400 years.
And see, look, ultimately, I don't have anything that I can give to Scarlet that's going to help her punch
I'm
people.
looking in your bag right now.
Excuse me.
You have a whole staff you could give her.
I know, but that's more designed for people who are actually have got like.
I think it would hurt if she hit someone.
skill.
It sounds like you're gatekeeping it.
We have a bard in the party. who
Oh,
can
look at
give
that.
it to
Intelligence
him.
and skill.
Do you have a hand
DM,
set?
what happens next?
This happens next, right? As this does happen though, and you're all bickering, can I get all of you to make perception checks for me?
Oh no.
Perception was that?
Yeah. Oh no.
Would you accept a 7?
Would I accept a what, sorry?
7?
A 7?
Yeah.
No.
How about a 25?
A 25, yes.
We always were the perception.
15.
A 15, kinda.
I'd like to say it's an in-joke in the campaign that I can't roll perception skills for crap, and I just
True.
made a level 20 character.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Congratulations.
Generosity goes a long way.
I set the bar so impossibly low that you can clear it.
Far out. Everyone except for Lockie starts to see these shadowy figures appear out of the ground.
What are you looking for?
Scarlet, you've seen these shadowy figures before, and they are figures that were not very nice to your party. They they basically make their way towards all of you, kind of circling you like sharks. They have yet to attack, but there is 2 of them. This is where we're going to come to our next audience decision.
Guys, don't beef this, okay?
Are we gonna reason with the shadowy figures, or are we gonna fight them? What are we gonna do? You look super happy, and I feel like you might torture my players, so I might come down there and let you.
Cool, man.
Give me one moment. What's your name? George. Hi, George.
George, woo!
George, what's the party gonna do? Fight them. Okay, great. Roll initiative, everyone, please. Excellent. This will go super well. Can I get 2 people that would like to roll initiative for my shadowy figures, please? I'm going to come down to you. Which one? Oh, yeah. I can't see. I've got astigmatism, Connor. Okay, wait. I'm coming to you first. You roll initiative for my shadow figure,
I
please.
presume you'll be grabbing your sword back.
Okay. Yeah, great. Thank you so much. And who would like to go here?
Yeah, I'm alright.
Go for it. Oh, okay, great. Excellent. You guys are stuffed.
I'm currently dressed like a noble. Any weapon would be
Yeah, worth noting, Scarlet does not have her weapons on.
No, Scarlet doesn't.
She's got a weapon now.
She's in college.
And she's of a much lesser level than all of you.
Great. Let's figure out our initiative. Hey, Lockie, what'd you get?
I got a 16.
You got a 16? Great. I can't write. Connor, what'd you get?
A little bit better. I got a 17.
Okay, great. Not to be outdone by your brother, I guess. Ham, what'd you get?
I got a 16.
Yes.
Okay, whose dex is higher?
Brothers. My dex.
Mine's 16.
Mine's 20.
Okay, sure.
Okay, great. Great. And Scarlet / Tammy, what'd you get?
14.
Okay, great. Cool. At the top of the round, one of the shadowy figures is going to go.
Oh, no.
And having shown some sort of sign of aggression that all of you have shown, they are going to pick a number between 1 and 4 for me. 3? Okay, Ham, get wrecked. The shadow is going to approach you, Barnabas, and is going to strike out at you.
So,
with
just if I may, please.
One moment. Lockie, could you just tell everyone what that is?
That's a nat 1.
No, it's fine. I'm not doing anything. It's
Okay,
great.
great. As this shadowy figure just strikes out at you, and absolutely completely misses because it's a shadow. And Carlos laughs at it. It looks really embarrassed and actually kind of moves away a little bit, as that's going to be its whole turn because it's
like
humiliated. Carlos, you're up next. What you doing, buddy?
Looking at the embarrassed shadow, I'll go, huh. Without a shadow of a doubt, I'll hit this. Thank you. And then I'm going to use Hexblade's Curse on it. So a bunch of spectral vines will wrap up around it. I'm going to look over at the sword I just gave away and go, oh, shit. And I'm just going to summon another sword back with Hexblade's, what's it called? Pact Weapon, there we go. I'll summon the same sword back, actually. I can just pull my sword back. I'll grab my sword back, and I'll run up to the shadow, and I'm going to hit it.
Yeah, cool. Roll the hit.
All right. Someone want to roll for me? Ash, get your man. Come here. Roll this up.
Oh, that's what you said.
Ash, get your man. All right, grab that dice. Roll it. Go. Hell yeah, dude.
Okay, what's that to hit, sorry?
What does a 30 get me?
Yeah, look, it definitely doesn't hit. No, I'm joking, it hits. Yeah, cool, 2 hit damage.
Alrighty, this is going to be a bunch, and I'm bad at math. So if you want to go to the next person, feel free, and I'll tell you some damage in a second.
Can I ask, is it going to be more than 20 points of damage?
Yes.
Okay, great, it's dead. Can you tell me how you end this shadow?
Absolutely. I'm going to run up to it there, summon the blade mid-swing so it appears in my hands, and as I bring it down, there's just going to be a burst of nova light, and I will smite it and get rid of it.
Okay, cool. As you do that, do you guys want to roll these for me?
What does it mean? I don't know.
Okay, we got an 18 and a 10. I can't bend, help me. Excellent. Hey, as you do that, and it basically like is obliterated, it actually splits into 2 more shadows. So congratulations for creating 2 more shadows.
Did you mean to do that, Carlos?
That was entirely intentional, brother.
Excellent.
Pretty cool, huh?
Is that your entire turn?
No, I'm going to attack again.
Okay, great.
Alright, who's rolling for me again?
There are 3 shadows left.
Alright, roll that in there for me. Okay, we still might make it. 23.
Yeah, that hits. That hits.
I can't do less than 20 points of damage.
You physically can't?
I know, it's not possible.
Okay, well, cool, good news. One of them dies, and it's actually dead this time. Is that all you're doing? There are 2 left.
That's it. That's all I got.
Okay, great, excellent. Moving across to Barnabas, what are you doing? As you kind of...
I believe Gideon was before me. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I skipped you, sorry.
I mean, look, if you want to let me go
You're
first.
hiding in plain sight. I can't
As
see
I
you
always
this close. What are you doing?
Good look to his brother, Carlos. It was impressive.
Thank you.
Well done. This is how it's actually done. And I'll spin my little hourglass around my neck and summon an echo.
Okay.
That looks like me this time. And we will
Okay,
just
so you can make shadows too. Very cool.
mine are better. And he will just attack.
Yeah, cool.
Who wants to roll for me? I'll come to you. Come to you.
Do you want me
Come
to,
here, Goku.
do you want me to start?
That's all right. We got 4 attacks, so just come on up.
We need 3 more people.
3 more people.
Up the back there. Cobra Kasha.
Excellent.
Jackie, one more time.
Wow, we're making people run
Good
around.
hair.
I love this.
Yeah, you.
So first one is 32. Go for it, Goku.
Yeah, cool. Let's go.
That is a 30.
I'm gonna get you down the back here to roll.
That is a 31.
That's okay.
Come on, man.
Thank you.
Roll me a crit. Heck yeah, and that's a 35.
That was beautiful.
Thanks, man.
Great.
Now, I can't also do under 20.
Okay, so what happens is, tell me how the first one dies.
The animated echo will appear and just slash, and it will shatter. Is it going to reform on me? Going to punk me out like this?
Yeah, it reforms into 2 more shadows.
Great. You know what? I might action surge.
You gonna action surge?
Yeah, I will. I will.
Is your brother telling you to do that, so you're doing it?
Hey,
Yeah.
kids, you should hit them again, but more.
Do that again, but better.
I don't see why not.
Okay.
Yeah, cool.
It leaves some
Let's
fun
roll.
for the
Go.
rest of us.
All right. I'll just roll these so you don't have to run around. Actually, Ang, you've been asking for ages. I'll come down to you.
That's true, actually. I can't see that far. That's my problem. Get your eyes checked, people, and when you get glasses, wear them. Not like me. Yeah, right? Wild, wild.
That's a 27.
Yeah, that hits.
Whoa. All right.
Woo, thank you.
Yip, yip.
Thank you.
Yip, yip. Oh, no. I'm going to assume all of these hit. They are over 20.
You're gonna shoot?
Can I assume that?
That would be wild if you did.
Okay. So.
There's a DM thing that you can do sometimes, where if your party's smashing stuff too quickly, you just add a ton of hit points to it, or you double its AC. I'm not going to do that, because we have a really limited time slot here,
That's
so we're
so
not
fair.
going to do that. But hey,
Gid will take out all but 2 and leave the other 2 and turn to Barnabas.
There you go, friend.
before you get to go,
Uh-oh.
one of the new shadows gets to go first, and is going to absolutely wail on you, because you just tried to kill it. Who wants to roll? That was such a polite little hand up. Okay. What is that? I can't see that far. It's a 10. Okay,
You
great.
can lie about it next time.
You can lie.
Just say it's a 20 next time.
Yeah, say it's a natural 20 next time.
Or a 1.
It's a nat 21.
21.
Jeez, on a 20-sided dice, that's wild. What is that to hit? Let's find out, shall we? Damn.
10?
It's a 14 to hit.
That doesn't hit.
Are you sure?
Let me check.
No.
As it swings at you and absolutely misses. Yeah, it's gonna do nothing again. These shadows are real actually scared of you because you guys actually aggressed on them, not the other way around. Barnabas, what are you doing, buddy?
Barnabas will let out a small sigh. Fine, I'll clean up the rest.
Go on, bud.
And I'm just going to twin spell, as I'm a sorcerer, Disintegrate. It's a dex save, but even on a save, it's $1 million points.
Like $1 million?
Well, like...
Canonically, yes.
Can I? Okay, let's just do it for funsies though.
Okay.
What save is it?
It's a dex save DC 19.
It's possible.
It's not possible because I rolled a natural 5. I'd like to thank Raven's Ridge Emporium for these ones. If you want your DM to fail, go. No,
Don't say that.
No, they're great dice. They're great dice. and also wonderful friends of our stream. Yeah, cool. No, I don't make that, but I want to know what the damage is. Could you please roll it?
So I've rolled for both of them, so exactly both of them. So one takes 67 points and the other one takes 81 points.
67 and 81 points of damage?
Yeah.
Sounds higher than 20.
Scarlet, you are watching this all unfold. These people are powerful, and they are as powerful, almost, as Yusefka, the evil shadow villain that you guys fought not too long ago. It's pretty heckin' scary.
Yep.
Barnabas, in doing this, how do you end the life? How does this look? Describe it. I want to hear it.
It is almost...
Do the roleplay stuff.
It's almost casual in how he just puts his fingers together in front of him and there's this green glow of energy. And then it's just literally finger guns. These lines of green magic, which
you just finger gun two shadows to death?
Yep.
Classic Barney.
You gotta do
You're
this
welcome.
afterwards. You have to go.
Wow.
And literally they just into nothingness.
Cool.
Man, we are good at this. I sure hope they weren't like projections or something of like innocent people.
Do you reckon they were helpful?
Probably not. They would have spoken
No,
up.
they'd been fine. It sure was
Didn't
fine.
say much.
Oh God, Scarlet, you don't have friends that are shadows, do you?
Oh no! We killed your friends!
No, the shadows hurt us.
Okay.
Oh, sweet. All right, we're chill, we're chill.
Sure, just that could have been
Yeah.
a little awkward.
Yeah. You guys are pretty...
Incredible, powerful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Humble.
Humble, sexy. Arguably the strongest heroes you've ever seen. If you had to put us on a scale of 1 to 20, where would you put us?
21 on the 20-sided die.
That's my guy right there.
And apparently some of us have got out of control egos.
Ain't that the truth, Barney?
He loves it.
Barnabas.
Thank you.
It's him, he's got the ego.
You just whispered that to him.
I can't tell my lefts from my rights.
And then you've got to do these ones.
You all also remember that one of your companions, Blue, did actually put a diagram of left and right within the book.
Hold on, hand me that book for a second.
After she accidentally chopped off the arm of her friend, but it was the wrong arm to save their life. They died anyway. Because she couldn't understand left and rights, right? So now everyone has to.
Stay in school.
The BBEG is direction in this campaign. As this kind of all plays out and you stand there, there's this ominous silence. The former Vespera seems to have gone. And Barnabas, the weight of this book in your pack kind of sits there. Now knowing that this book has outlasted you, and it's outlasted all of your friends and companions, and it's made its way to an entirely new version of Durmada. You all are able to share something, if anything, that you've written in the book. What would you like to share?
Please go first.
No, after you.
No, please don't.
No, I insist.
You can share the left and right thing, that's also cool.
Yeah. Look, as I said before, education is very, very important. So we've got a small diagram in there about how to understand your left and your right. Remember we had that companion chopped off the wrong arm and it was all a bit awkward and strange?
Yeah. Is that what you're sharing?
That's what I'm going
that
to share.
That doesn't seem particularly vital for our friend here.
No,
Scarlet,
I mean, still.
Listen up for a second.
Left and right.
I'm going to tell you something very important here. So, if there are evil bad gods in your timeline and things are looking like absolute shite, don't stress.
There's really bad people that are using the book to try and become a god.
Okay. What you need to do is find another god or someone that has made a pact. There's no other gods? Yikes.
Yeah. So, you know, if you're going to have the book go forward, maybe take out the parts on how to become a god?
I don't think we can change that, unfortunately. But if you can find someone that's ever made a deal with a god, someone that's like traded blood with a god or something, that's what you want. They exist, I'm sure of it. I can almost bet my whole character sheet on it that someone like that exists.
I haven't heard of them, I don't know any.
Alright, well listen harder. There are out there, and you will find them, I promise. That's my parting advice.
Okay.
I will give you the name of the gods that we know and take them back with you. Vespera, the god of rest, and Amaryllis, the goddess of creation.
Scarlet, this is really interesting to you because in your timeline, there are 4 gods. There are not 2. There are 4, and neither of them are Amaryllis, and neither of them are Vespera. There is Delane, Martisha, Nylani, and Thalassa. Someone listens to my campaign. So this is very strange to you. You do not get a bonus level. In fact, you level down for us. As all of this knowledge kind of makes its way into your mind, Vespera appears once more, and she looks at all of you, and she says, I will allow you to take one thing back with you, Scarlet. Not an object, not an item, but I will allow you to take knowledge back. You will not forget this experience, but you can only bring one of these 3 things back. And we're gonna let the audience decide, because why wouldn't that be fun? You were so fast, I'll come back over to you. Give me 1 second. You can take back the name of Amaryllis, the god of creation. You can take back Vespera, the name of Vespera, the god of rest. Or you can take back one of the party. Like the name of the party, a physical party member, we don't know. I guess if it gets chosen, you'll have to find out. But let me come over and find out what the choice is. This is super important, by the way. So please. Can
I have like a 5-second elevator pitch to sell why it should be me?
No.
Only if one of the party gets chosen, I'll let you all elevator pitch.
All right, let's go. Wow. Guys, you know the choice you need to make here, okay?
What was your name, sorry?
Goku, don't mess with me here, bro.
Mitchell, what are we picking?
Let's go.
Back. Great. Okay.
I was going to go Super Saiyan if you said
we're going to take one of the party members back. I'll let you guys elevator pitch while I find someone who's going to pick which party member gets to go back. I'm going to pick someone. Is there someone down the back?
We have Camp Half-Blood. We have Annabeth there.
Yeah, cool.
Come on.
Let's do that. Okay. Elevator pitch.
All right, incredible. They should pick me because I'm a level 20 Paladin Warlock. I'm arguably the most powerful one here. I am the most handsome, and I am the most competent, and I don't generally play with these guys, so to give me a chance to hang out with them.
What?
He also didn't sacrifice himself to save the world.
So I can make up for that, is what she's saying.
Wow.
Or go full traitor.
I could. Your pitch, quick.
Yeah.
My
pitch. I mean, level 20 sorcerer. Like, I mean, you don't get any more powerful than like a sorcerer. I just disintegrated 2 things with my fingers, and I'm also not a complete and total egomaniac.
Fair. Lucky.
I'm going to use just 2 words. 10 attacks.
Excellent. Okay, great. Who would you like to take back to the real timeline?
Gotta give him a second chance.
Let's go!
Okay.
That was rigged. That was rigged.
Scarlet, you tell Vespera that you're going to take Carlos back.
Hey, if I got to choose, it would have been Gideon, but that's the prize.
It's fine.
That would be truly so difficult for me, considering he plays a different character in the actual campaign.
I can do
something. You tell Vespera this. You all hear this, by the way. That not Gideon. No.
You said it can't take it back.
More handsome one.
Carlos is getting taken back to the world of Durmada. Is there anything that you would like to say to Scarlet before she leaves this timeline?
Take care of my brother. He will take care of you.
Watch your back.
Boys, if I can make one more plea, consider this my second chance. I will make both of you proud. The best I can.
Just remember that your brother told me about trust and finding a new family, and keep that with you.
Come on, kiddo, let's go save the world, huh?
It means I don't get the long sword, but okay.
As this decision is made, Vespera looks at all of you and says, well, we've come to a questionable decision, but it's one I will accept nonetheless. I sure hope for your sake, Scarlet, that it is the correct one. You'll regret it if it's not. And you watch as these beings before you flicker in and out of existence, you all reappear at the altar fight that you had with Amaryllis, the god of creation. Except for Carlos. You, Scarlet, standing there looking at Ascendus, having never been here really before, it looks different. Way different. And you will remember that. You will remember that you wrote in the book. You will remember that there are other gods. You won't remember their names. But as you flicker in and out of your own existence, making your way back into the bedroom of your parents' Bridgerton-esque estate, having known that you've just come through a massive battle where one of your companions died and was revived. Now knowing that you have to face the scariest thing of all, your family, at dinner. We will leave our adventure there for now. Thank you to everyone who contributed to ruining my
You guys were amazing.
I'm going to give everyone an opportunity real quick to just reintroduce themselves, tell us who they are, where we can find them, because they're all really cool people and you should absolutely find where they are, just not their actual government addresses. That would be weird.
His government address is...
Let's kick it off with Lockie. Who are you? Where can we find you? What are you up to?
Hey everybody, my name's Lockie. I'm from the Mimicsden. You can find us on Instagram. We are a podcast that just dropped super recently. Find us wherever you consume your podcasts. The link is on the Instagram. Follow us there. In that campaign is Connor, who I will literally just palm it to right now.
Hey ladies and gentlemen, you guys have been amazing. You guys are the coolest crowd I think I've ever seen in my entire life. I'm Connor, I go by CloudkillConnor on the internet. I'm not trying to gas you up so that you look me up later, don't worry about it. I'm also on that podcast. I play a nerdy little halfling called Trevor Barrabar, and he talks like this, so it's pretty funny. I make funny little clothes that you can buy online, and you guys have been amazing.
Hey, I'm Ham, or Ham the DM. I run the Radiant Shadows campaign on the Meeples and Dragons Twitch channel. That's actually on tonight. 7 PM Australian Eastern Standard Time.
Meeples and Dragons. You'll also see me there. I'm going to hang out too.
Yeah, hells yeah. And then I also play in the sort of the Skulls campaign on the Lord White's channel, which is tomorrow night at another time, of which I can't remember, 8 PM I think. And I think you're on that one as well.
I am. I'm everywhere.
God, everywhere.
As Taylor Swift says, it's me. Hi, I'm the problem. It's me.
Absolutely.
Last and certainly not least.
Hi, I'm Tammy. You can find me playing Scarlet Bell in Emily's campaign Echoes of Divinity on Hexes and Vexes, or running horror games over on the Law Rights channel.
And thank you so much. My name is Emily. I'm the Dungeon Master, Producer, and Chief Executive Thurston Master over on the Hexes and Vexes channel. When I'm not there, I'm probably harassing these guys or hanging out on the Law Rights or Meeples and Dragons. Also having just wrapped a cool series called Castleton over on Winter's Tales. You can check it out now. There is a ton of stuff going on. Big round of applause, please, for all of these wonderful players.
And a round of applause for our wonderful audience as well.
100%. A round of applause for everyone. Thank you so much. We'll see you later. Have a good Supanova.
Yeah.
On the table.
On the table.
Oh yeah. Oh well. That'll be you next time.
I need to stop this stream. Oh wait. Quick, say goodbye to everyone. Say goodbye. Say goodbye, say goodbye, say goodbye, say goodbye.
Follow me on CloudkillConnor, and you can buy clothes at cloudkillclothing.com. And basically, if you get it on the ground floor of the Mimicsden now, you can be a day one listener, and I'm going to send you a personalised piece of paper that I've kissed.
Don't do that. Or do, who knows. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.